Hi, I'm Mark Fraser and this is Chrissy Fraser, and we're both the owners of BRF Engineering. Our initial goals originally, we sort of didn't really have any. Well, myself was just sort of floating through business and not really taking business serious. After going through the processes of when we sat with Mark and Michael, well, I realised that we had to get some focus, get some goals in place, and obviously you guys enabled us and gave us the tools to do that properly and structured it to obviously achieve the results we're getting now.
So in the first 2 months this year, our revenue has increased from the first 2 months of last year, has increased by 90%, and our profit has increased by 189%. The profit in the first 2 months of this financial year is equivalent to the profit that we were making in a whole year prior to meeting Mark and his team. We're on track to have our best year ever, and basically we've stopped putting ceilings on achievements.
The issues I was having previous was that I felt that I was stuck in the business. I felt that I always had to be there. I always had to be the driver. A big aha moment for me was that to realise you actually have to grow the business to be able to get out of the business.
So my biggest problem was probably communicating with Mark, trying to get my message across to Mark, in that I didn't want him at work that as many hours as what he was doing, and I didn't see that he needed to be either.
I've only just started staying up, waking up now. Before, it didn't bother me because I was just cruising along.
What was my biggest gripe maybe was the fact that we never had family time, because Mark was always working and not actually realising that he was missing out on the family time because he was working so many hours. Yeah, he drops stuff for the family now, so he won't, there's still moments where he's at work and needs to be at work, but he does now go, oh, hang on a minute, I actually can't be there. I've got to go do this for the family.
We're putting the systems and structure, starting to put those things in place, and then identifying your employees' responsibilities, and then being able to hold them accountable for that, and the communication thing to them. It's like, where normally you'd roll up to work, and if you're not communicating with your staff and you're not actually telling them what their role is and telling them what you expect, and then having sort of the measurables in there, well, no one is accountable for anything. The interaction with the Magnetic Alliance team is always good, because we make an appointment, they're always on time, they'll always answer your questions, and if you've got any issues.
And the fact that Market Magnetic brings all of these businesses together in the one room means that everybody can collaborate and compare and work with each other and work off of each other. They're efficient, they're knowledgeable, they're very helpful, and if they don't have an answer or they don't know something, then they'll endeavour to find out for you.
What made me trust Magnetic Alliance is the way that you guys deliver the stuff. It's nice and simple, it's clear, I can relate to it. It doesn't really matter if you're earning $15 million or $1 million or $500,000, you guys still treat everyone the same.
What you're delivering to us and what you're teaching us, you're already living it. So it's like we can see by example that what you're doing is working.
I would recommend Magnetic Alliance, as they're very professional in what they do, and if you want to take your business from running around going nowhere to sort of over here, these are the guys that'll help you in a systematic, straightforward and relatable way. I know that 10 years ago Chrissy sort of mentioned to come and do some stuff with Magnetic, and for whatever reason I didn't do it, and I got busy and I didn't see the value in it. So if we'd done it probably 10 years ago, obviously would be 10 years in front, or where would be, but I'm glad that we started this journey 3 years ago now, because from where we were 3 years ago to where we are now and where we're heading, it's massive.